Today we're doing yummy salmon. We've already done a salmon video. It was in the oven, quick and super easy, but this is where it's at. This is your restaurant quality, delicious, crispy on the outside, amazingly smooth and melt in your mouth, delicious on the inside. Little crisps at the top with the garlic. Oh my God, so good. Here are our ingredients. The center cut piece because I like the thickness, if you can see how thick that is in there. I prefer to get the wild caught, but A, wild caught is more fishy tasting, which my family does not like, and B, the center cut is all I could find in the farm raised. The reason you want to get wild caught instead of farm raised is because the wild caught, they live in the ocean, they eat the shrimp or plants, algae, other little fish. The farm raised, they're fed grains and stuff to retain their color. Also, it's good to note, fresh salmon cooks a lot better. Don't freeze it. Cook it within the first 1 to 2 days of buying it. If you freeze it, it's not going to have that oiliness. I've washed and patted dry my salmon. The patting dry is an important step for that crisp outer shell. I'm going to start by dusting it with garlic powder. Salmon is really high in antioxidants as well as omega-3s. Omega-3s are good for your skin and your brain. Americans don't get a lot in their diet of. A lot of us are high in omega-6s, and so this is a good way to add that ratio, that 3 to 6 ratio into our diet. Dust with cayenne pepper, just a little bit, not too much. Salmon's also high in B vitamins, which are great for your skin, potassium, which is great for your heart, and also this thing called selenium. It helps you metabolize food. It's also important in your thyroid function. We're gonna mince our garlic. Our garlic is minced. Turning my stove to medium high. I'm going to add my algae oil. Algae oil is a really good neutral oil. Sometimes I use avocado oil. So you really want to watch your oil because you do not want it to smoke. When an oil smokes, it causes cancer-causing free radicals. Cancer and age-causing, which wrinkles and large pores and gray hairs I do not want. Splash some water on it. When the oil sizzles, it's ready. Once again, this is not my oil smoking, it's the burner underneath. So I'm just going to put my 3 cloves of garlic in here. And I just want to move it around so that I get the oil all smelling of garlic. So now I'm going to add my salmon. Do you see how the bottom is crisping and the top it's getting into an opaque white looking thing at the bottom? I think it's time to turn now. We want to wait for that crispiness. Do you see it right there? That's what we're looking for. Oh, beautiful! Look at that. Salmon is freshly turned. We're going to add some salt and pepper. Do you see how it's starting to flake right here? That's a good sign that it's almost done. See, flake, flake. Now that we're done, I'm going to gently scrape underneath the skin. Do you see how it's peeling off very nice and easy? Very gently kind of peel it. Make sure it's all off of there. And we're going to lift and transfer. Underneath is going to be some fatty tissue left over. We're just going to kind of scrape that off. We're going to top it off with our salt. And if you have a lemon or lime, it's going to be good to squeeze that on as well. But as you can see, if we just cut it into portions, we're going to end up with salmon that's medium rare. I like my salmon medium rare. Ooh, that is not medium rare. So I had to put it back on because it wasn't quite done in the middle. It's not a big deal. Don't panic if that happens. Just put it back on without the skin. See, there's no skin there? I'm just going to cook it just for maybe like 30 seconds because it cooks really fast. Just flake it right off there. Oh, that's perfect. Now, this is how I like it. If you guys don't like it so rare, please feel free to cook it longer.